is the Dana Loesch Show. We talk about stuff.
This is the fastest hour on television, so buckle up. Rand Paul announces that he's running for president. No shocker there.
He wants a more restrained foreign policy, a realist foreign policy, one that recognizes threats, but one that honors Reagan and Reagan's peace through strength idea.
Is Congressman Louis Gohmert considering putting his hat in the ring?
One thing that's not debatable, we're not going to elect a bald president in my lifetime.
Tell me about this piece of legislation. There's a bunch of gun bills working.
Sure, there is. In fact, I filed personally 5 gun bills myself, and
Nice.
The biggest one I did was this one here, which really looks, it says, hey, in Texas we've had 20 years history of concealed handgun license holders, you know, that aren't breaking the law. We're not having shootouts in the street over parking lots. And mine says, hey, it's finally time that we get rid of these gun-free zones.
I make sure that I never, ever waste my time defending the truth. I don't defend the perfection of hunting, fishing, and trapping. There's nothing to defend. I don't defend my right to keep and bear arms. It's a self-evident truth.
America! It topped out at a little over $840,000, the second single most successful GoFundMe campaign of all time. Now, obviously, the family was as blown away as we were, but here's a key thing to take away from all of this. The media presented what they wanted the narrative to be. But because of this fundraiser, and specifically because of all of you who watch this program and spread the word, their narrative was turned upside down.
You will not attack GoFundMe because they decided to stand for freedom.
They think, well, if they don't cater to us and shut down something conservative, they must be on their side. When GoFundMe's like, can you dudes just stop? We're gonna have things on our crowdsourcing website that you will not always agree with.
They don't think that they did anything wrong. They don't think that their policies need to change. They don't think anybody needs to be fired. And it's ridiculous. Somebody needs to be fired. Imagine in the future, the next Sabrina Rubin Erdely article that comes out. Are you gonna believe it?
This is not journalism, it is propaganda, and these people are weaponizing these media outlets to go after and fascistically silence people.
Exactly.
Because they don't want true diversity. It's that homogenized, non-culture culture, that's what they want.
And if you want to do that, don't be a journalist.
There you go.
All RFRA says is, let's give these people their day in court and allow a judge to weigh the competing rights and competing important interests.
Not only did he, but the ACLU on behalf of the couple sued her, not just her business that she built with her mom over 30 years, but they're suing her personally.
It's my freedom to have my faith as I believe. And like I say, Rob has his ideas and I have my faith, and we should both be able to live according to those without punishment.
If I own a floral shop and in comes a Klansman who tells me that the Imperial Wizard just died, I want you to do his funeral, I'm going to tell him to get the F out of my store. I don't understand why this is all about religious freedom and this freedom. It ought to be about property rights, individuals dealing with whom they want to. The civil rights movement in the 60s was about getting rid of legislative segregation by law, not by individuals.
No, I don't think they're doing it on purpose. I just think they're idiots.
Ooh! Oh! This is going to be ignorant, isn't it? I didn't get to congratulate you and Ben on your impending nuptials.
Yeah, I was the groom, he was the bride, naturally, and we were thrilled.
He's like, we were thrilled.
I
Right.
didn't know I was the bride.
And see, that's the difference between me and you. Freedom. I get it. You don't. How in the world do you look at this and think that a partner like this would ever uphold their end of any proposed deal? I mean, they were bombing mock U.S. warships, and they won't stop chanting death to America. It's ludicrous. It's naive, and worst of all, it's incredibly dangerous. And remember, it's the rough draft of a framework for an understanding, whatever that means. They showed this instead of American Sniper.
But those aren't the same thing.
Well, yeah, it is.
It's an analogy. That's the point.
You made such a reasoned comment that really hit at the heart of what this is all about, and that resonated with a lot of people.
Overall, the response to, what I said has been so positive. I've had just people from all walks of life reach out to me and say that, they don't agree with, maybe my lifestyle, as they call it, or they don't agree with the fact that I donated money. But they agree with the message. They agree that we need to respect someone's freedom, regardless of whether or not we agree with, how they exercise that freedom, I guess.
Wherever you can make a positive impact with regards to this and other similar stories, do so. We're here. We're not going anywhere.